Hey guys, how's it going? DOJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to the last must-have of this current season. Season 6 in Save the World, our Venture Season 6, if you would, where we are going to go through and we are going to work on all of these right here. So what we're going to do in this video is I am going to go through and we're going to talk about all the event items that have currently been available in version 6 in season 6. Season 6. We're in version 17, but season 6 of Save the World. You guys know that our seasons are different battle royale. We have our venture seasons. Battle royale has their seasons. They're in chapter 2, season 7, I believe. So we're going to go through this. We're going to go one by one through all these. I am going to tell you guys what I think are the highest must-have, because if you don't have a ton of gold, you may need to decide, if you can only afford one or two of these, you may be like, okay, which one should I go for? What should I spend my gold on? What is the most important things? But first, thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for supporting. All of you guys using my creator code, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. All of you guys who are members in the channel, thank you so very much. And also, if you guys would like to get yourself win some V-Bucks, for those of you, wow, it's tomorrow actually. For those of you who don't know, every single week we do a Q&A video, and in that Q&A video we also give away V-Bucks. And I have been doing a different and a new kind of challenge for you guys. If we get a certain number of likes and comments or entries, because that's how you enter the giveaways, you just leave a comment in the video, we will do more V-Bucks. So if we have I think it's up, if we think we have over 100 comments, we will do 1,000 V-Bucks, or I guess under 100 or over 100. If we get over 200 comments or entries, we'll do 2,800. If we get over 300, we will do a 5,000. And if someday we hit over 500 entries, 500 comments, we will do a 13,500. And also, if you guys hit over 1,000 likes on one of those videos, we'll double it. So let's say one day we have like 505 comments and over 1,000 likes. We're going to do 13,500 V-Bucks. And all you have to do to enter those is just go and comment. Go comment on that video, on the Q&A video. And you have one more day, because tomorrow is when we do the weekly Q&A, and we'll start all over again with another one. So, yeah, if you guys want to win some V-Bucks, go check out those videos. So, and also, if I know I am streaming right now, if a mod could drop a link to that video, that'd be awesome too. So let's go ahead and take a look at the current event items. So for those of you, if you are newer to Save the World, you may not know how this works, but what we do in Save the World is that we have a shop. We have right here, we have a llama shop. Like, so up here you see you've got quest, map, command. Over here in the quest is where we have all these Tales of Beyond the Sail Horizon, the ventures and all that. This is where we have all this. And over here we have a llama shop. In the llama shop, in the first page, we have our upgrade llamas, and we have our x-ray llamas. The x-ray llamas can also change because it could be a different kind of a llama. Over in the loot is where we have all our different llamas, including our current seasonal llama. Right now we have the rad llama. I'm going to try and grind up to 10,000 tickets so I can open these rad llamas before they go away in, well, 1 week time. And finally, over in the item shop, we have 2 shops. These shops, you can buy stuff using gold. How do you get gold? You just do missions. And right here in the gold, you have a weekly shop which resets completely every single week. In it, I do a video and kind of recommend you guys, what to get and how to get it. But over here, we have the event items. Now, these event items do not reset. They reset they go away and they reset at the end of each season. A season in Save the World lasts about 3 months. Currently, our current season is going to wrap up on September 4th. And here, every single week, every single Saturday, we usually get 1, sometimes 2, sometimes more new items over here. It can be heroes, it can be weapons, etc., etc. So that's kind of what we get that comes back from previous events, previous seasons, etc., etc. We also get at the very bottom some stuff that is just there from the very beginning. And of course, I'll go over that. But every single season, near the end, I do a must-have video talking about each of these items and kind of explaining what is the most important. And we're going to start where we always start, which is the Armory Slots. Now, I'm about to max out my Armory Slots, but I would recommend, if you do have the gold, if you do grind, if let's say you grind yourself like 5,000, 10,000 gold in the season, you can buy a good chunk of the stuff. I don't know how much it's going to take for that. So actually, if anyone in the comments can count out exactly how much it would cost to buy everything in this current season, I'll pin it at the top of the comments, because you know what, I should do that. I should just add everything up. So right now I'm going to be buying 80. You normally can buy 100, but the problem with it is that I am maxed out now. I can no longer buy any Armory Slots. That's very sad, because over here I am now at 3,200 Armory Slots. Yes, I have a problem hoarding, and yes, I need to go through and I need to get rid of some stuff because I have way too much stuff. Heroes and survivors as well. So yes, I need to go through and take that out. But that is my first recommendation. I always recommend that you go ahead and get that first and foremost, because you are going to need it until, you know, something like this happens. Also, the things that we had at the very beginning of the season was everything here. Out of these things, if you happen to pull the vacuum tube revolver that is going to have the lightning perk, yes, I do recommend it. Apart from that, the Razer Blade, it's a wonderful weapon, but it has kind of lagged behind. It used to be, like years ago, it used to be one of the best weapons in the game. It really did. I would recommend, if you wanted to get the Survivor, to yes, get the Survivor, because the Survivors are pretty good. The Recon Eagle, Scout Eagle, oh yeah, she's got face forward. That's not a bad one, but if I'm not mistaken, let's see, the collection book, is she a base Outlander? Yeah, she's a base Outlander. So being a base Outlander, you can just recruit her. Gold is a lot harder to come by than some of this stuff, so I would kind of recommend that maybe you don't spend your gold on her. Now, let's move to the things up here, which are the event items. I'm going to start here because I need to start here. First and foremost, I would recommend Archaeologist. She's my number one pick. Why? Because if you're going to be doing the farming meta, if you're going to be doing all that, you need Archaeologist. She is the top of the line. She is the best. She is the greatest. Highly recommend that you go ahead and get yourself Archaeologist. She is the number one. After that, I would actually, I know this is going to be a little weird, but I actually would recommend both of the paleo or the I was gonna say ninja, the dino heroes. Why is that? Well, if you are currently playing in the season right now, hopefully you have gone ahead and you have done Tales of Beyond and you've gotten yourself Paleo. So with Paleo, you are going to need a couple of ninjas, and if you don't have any, you're going to need yourself a couple of dinos. And if you don't have the dinos, if you didn't play during Hit the Road and you didn't get those, you're going to need 2 dinos. So I would recommend you get those if you have Paleo and you don't have any other dinos. If you do have dinos, well, that's when we have another one here, Triceratops. I guess I would recommend Prehistoric Isa and Triceratops over Jurassic Can. Now, Jurassic Can's a little interesting because Jurassic Can has Saurian Fight. While shield is depleted, increase ability damage by 20%. And if he is in the lead, while shield is depleted, increase ability damage by 60%. Now, this is dependent on you using the Blast from the Past team perk, which is pretty good. It's actually pretty good if you're going to be using abilities. Now, if you're going to be doing the Paleo Luna loadout, well, the problem with the Paleo Luna loadout is that she doesn't really need to use the abilities. Paleo Luna is so amazingly powerful that you kind of don't need to use your abilities ever. You can just do the sword thing. So because of that, you know, I'm kind of up in the air that. But out of the two, if I were to recommend 2 of the dinos, I would recommend Prehistoric Isa and Triceratops Ramirez. That's just where I would go. Next, I would have to go with Tactical Assault Sledgehammer. A tactical assault hammer is very, very cool. He's got the critical damage for ARs and SMGs. So an extra 225% damage, critical damage. Whew, that's a lot of damage, man, for SMGs and ARs. There's not much more that I can say about him. He's amazing. Highly recommend that you get him. After that, it gets a little weird, because after that I kind of have to probably put the copper hot mix right ahead of everything else. It's an amazing pistol, really powerful, really great. It's got piercing. It's a great weapon. It really is a great weapon. I would have to recommend it there. And after that, that's when it gets a kind of little blurry. If you wanted to go Star Spangled Headhunter, if you want to do the Star Spangled Headhunter loadout, I need a video about it. It's called, I forget what I called it, something like Big Boom or something. It's awesome. It's a really interesting loadout for using certain launchers and not running out of ammo. So it's really fun. You could focus on her if you wanted. Patriot Penny has the Bull Rush, I believe. Yes, Emergency Override. This is one of those perks that I feel really needs a bit of a overhaul, because her commander perk is Emergency Override Plus. When your shield depletes, reset Bull Rush cooldown. Next use of Bull Rush costs 0 energy. Unless you're doing, unless you're using something like Gold Nox, but then again, how often is your shield being depleted? That's kind of where it's a little bit of a how do you use this hero? I kind of feel like this is definitely one of those abilities that perks that needs a little bit of a refresh. Yes, I would recommend though Glory AC, because he does have Impossibility Matrix if you want all of those, all of those charges. Stars and Stripes Jonesy has the Assault Ammo Recovery, which is something you can use. If you want to not use up a lot of your things, I still would recommend Light Show Spitfire over him. That's just my personal opinion though. So out of all of these guys, I would recommend maybe Old Glory AC and Star Spangled Headhunter if you need these heroes too for your collection book. Go ahead and get them. After that, and I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to put Redline Ramirez ahead of Dennis Jr. And this is why. Redline Ramirez is a hero that you're gonna use a lot more with the sniper damage, because if you're using a Xenon bow, if you're using Farah, Stoneheart Farah in any loadout with any bow, you're gonna need it. Or I guess if you use any other sniper damage, you gotta have her. She's very difficult. There's no her and what's his name? I forget what the Jonesy is. Oh, Bunny Jonesy, yeah. They're the only sniper heroes. So we also need more sniper heroes. And Dennis Jr., as awesome as he is, because he's Dennis' son, I know that's kind of crazy. Shredder and Shredder Plus really don't have a really great axe to help out. That's the only problem. Now, yes, I do believe that you need him to be able to unlock someone said totally rocking out. The totally rocking out here team perk it's a pretty good perk, but and let me say this, you are going to need that team perk if you're running certain other loadouts for like MSK and stuff like that. But Dennis as a hero, as a hero, unfortunately, we don't have a really great axe for him to use yet. I do want to try some different loadouts with like the Wicked Wing and some Wind and some other axes, but we need a really awesome axe to make him really worthwhile. So that's the only reason why I would have to leave him at the bottom of the pack. The Copper Surround Pound and the Walloper. I mean, the Walloper has an interesting little mechanic where you like jump forward with it, but you can achieve that with some other weapons. And the Headhunter, the Surround Pound, it's pretty good, but they kind of nerfed the loadout where you could do an infinite Surround Pound, so it's kind of lost a lot of its spark. But there we go. That's it for all of the things in the event shop. And again, me saying this, that's why I'm saying, you know, like if I were to only get one thing from here, it would be archaeologists. It's difficult, you know, to like categorize them like that, but honestly, it's just how it is. If you only have like 5,000, or I mean, you're gonna need more than that. You're gonna need 5,600 just to buy 2 of these heroes of gold. So hopefully you've been able to grind a little bit of gold during the season, and you've been able to get them. Now, for me personally, I'm going to go through and look, because a lot of these I already have multiples of them, so I don't really need him. Like him, I need another one. I always say you need at least 3 of every hero, 1 to use, 1 for your collection book, and 1 to send out on expeditions. So that's how I gauge those. So a lot of these that I don't have, you know, multiples of, or if I don't have 3 of them, I'm probably going to go ahead and buy them and, you know, go for it. Archaeologists, I only have 3. But it's also archaeologists, and I do have a lot of gold, so I might go ahead and buy them. But there you go. You guys let me know. I tried to do this one a lot faster than I normally do these must-haves, just because I wanted to go through it, you know, just to give you guys all the information out there. And please remember that the way that I play the game is kind of different than other people. I focus on different things. So, like for example, for a lot of people, Dennis Jr. might be at the very top. It might be the highest recommended thing, because then you can unlock Totally Rocking Out, and you can use that in conjunction with certain loadouts for like MSK and stuff, if you want to do that very high damage. So please understand, there's a lot of different ways to play the game, not just my way. I play the game a certain way. I enjoy playing a certain way. And yeah, the most important thing is you have fun. If you want to play the game a certain way and you want to have fun, if you want to get Jonesy because you want that assault armory recovery, you play the game any way you want. That's the most important thing. I would recommend to get the Armory Slots though. They're very important. But as always, I am DUJ2. If you guys enjoy this video, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a huge favor and have yourself a fantastic day. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere. We're going to go have some fun doing some other stuff. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you all next one. See ya.